So I've got this name, Holsey. I'm going to add an integer called age, and I'm just going to say I'm 99. So I want to create a string that includes a message, and in that message, I want to put the values of my variables. That's a very handy thing, a very handy tool. Maybe I'm going to collect these from the user. Maybe I want to do name is input. So whatever the input is, and then I can type in a new input as a user, and then name includes that. I should have done something different, but whatever the user puts in there is going to go into name. That's what the input function does. Pretty handy. So I've got name is Holsey, and then age is 99. So I want to say, hi, Holsey, you are 99. Okay, so let me print that out, and then I'm going to do hi. So the first method of putting strings together is called concatenation. Concatenation means to join them end to end. So I'm joining a bunch of strings end to end, and I like to think of this plus sign as glue. So every string that you concatenate together, you need a plus sign to glue them together. Otherwise, it will not work. It'll give you an error. So hi, name, and then I'm going to do another string, exclamation point. I'm going to do a space because I'm continuing the string. You are, and then I'm going to add age. So concatenate age, then concatenate space years old, exclamation point. Oh, I messed up. Oh, right, because this is an integer, and when I concatenate strings, it won't concatenate with an integer. It's trying to say, oh, you're adding integer to a string. You can't do that. So what I need to do is this function here, stir, which is short for string. This is a conversion function. So any data type pretty much has that conversion function. I can do int, and then inside that, those parentheses put in a decimal or a string that has a numeric value to it, and then it will convert that to an int. In this case, I'm converting this int to a string. So now it should work. Yeah, it works. So hi, Holsey, you are 99 years old. There are much better ways to do that. 3, in fact. Let me teach you all of them. If I did hi, sorry, I'm looking off on my notes, %s, exclamation point, you are %d years old, like that. Then I would do space %, and then if I only had one of them, I could put name just like that. But in this case, I have 2, so I need to enclose them with parentheses and then separate them by commas like that. So this is called a tuple. If you didn't watch that optional video, that's a tuple. And then I could put however many of those I wanted. And then in this case, I have to include the correct character here. So S is for string, D is for integer, I believe F is for a float. And then I could format that float in different ways. So I can teach you all those formattings later if you want. But that's a better way to do the same thing there. And I noticed I didn't have to convert that to a string. It just went ahead and printed it because I said that it was an integer here. There's a better way to do it. So I'll print hi, and then these things, curly braces, and then I'm going to say you are another curly braces years old. Okay, and then I'm going to take that string that's inside my print, dot on it, format, and then inside format, I'm going to put the same arguments, the same variables there. That is the same thing as this. Notice it's a little bit more flexible because I didn't say %s, I didn't say %d. I don't have to know what data type these are. So that's kind of a fundamental thing in Python. You want your code to work no matter what your data types are. Name goes here and age goes here. Of course, if I have to use name again, that's a little annoying and cumbersome with this method. So my favorite method is called an F string. So you prepend the string with the letter F. So you put F before the string, and then you can just say, oh, it's so cool, it's so cool. You can do those curly brackets right there, and then put the name of the variable inside those curly brackets, just like this. And in order to do this, remember, you have to put an F before. It's called an F string. Hi, name, exclamation point, you are age years old. Look how similar that is to English. It's so cool because you can do that anywhere. You could say bracket name over here, goodbye bracket name, and that would be the same thing. And it looks almost like English, but you can tell it's a little bit more powerful than English even because these are variables. So that's my favorite way to format a string is with an F string.